everyone, here we are starting week 3, but before we get into week 3 too much, I want to wrap up week 2. So week 2 was about interviewing those pockets of fear within you, sifting through the rough to get to the gem, unwinding the ball to get to the core, asking those questions to help you get the answers as to why you have that fear. And I know last video I joked about not being able to take a shower because there's a spider in the shower, and I was not always not so afraid of spiders. I used to have a fear of spiders, and I was that person that was like, I can't take a shower, there's a spider in there. And it took me, years to go through a process to where now I am not afraid of them, and I'm always curious as to why people are still afraid of them. So I always ask questions, if I can get through this fear, then I can help someone else get through this fear. But I can tell you guys, my steps were literally smack it, rinse it down the drain. I had to look at myself in the mirror one day and go, you're not taking a shower because you're afraid of the spider. That's so ridiculous. This thing is 1/100th your size or something, it's not even anything to worry about. Just do what you gotta do. So I laugh, I joke, I was that person. Now I just put them on a piece of paper and I kind of give them a toss outside and shower time. So, it's something that you can get over if you do have a fear of spiders. And so I had mentioned as well about having some pockets of fear in my heart, and I wanted to say that interviewing those pockets of fear, it was due to losing people that I loved at a young age. I was young, they were influential people in my life, and so I know that pocket of fear stems back from losing those loved ones, and the true gem of that fear and the gift of it that I'm working through now is it's the reality that it doesn't matter how old you are, you can lose someone that you love. It doesn't matter how old they are, it doesn't matter how old you are. Not everyone gets to live to a ripe old age, and so that for me is kind of the gem in the rough, is the learning and accepting of this aspect. So you may be going through something like that yourself, or maybe you have experienced that truth yourself, but that's one that I wanted to share with you guys. If that's something you feel, just know that you're not alone, and that life is beautiful no matter what happens. You have to enjoy it day by day. So getting into week 3. So week 3 is about finding a step you can take to help you overcome this fear. So even if it's a baby step, a minute step, it's okay. It's a step forward into working through your fear. And that's why interviewing it and understanding why it's there, where it comes from, is so helpful. So now you can kind of create a game plan to get over the fear, work through it, and there's no time frame you should expect yourself to be over something on. It took me, a couple years to work through being, I was afraid of spiders for many, many years, and it took me I want to say 2 or 3 years to really work through the steps of not being afraid of spiders. And so it's something that can take time, but these steps I'm giving you this month are something you can use for the rest of your life to help you work through your fears. So that's kind of the key aspect of June, is that these are steps that will help you, ideally for the rest of your life, work through fears and take that power back and not worry about things that you might not need to worry about. So that is it. Definitely do some journaling. Make sure that you can, give yourself some sort of game plan. If you can take a baby step day by day, week by week, month by month, whatever it is, try to give yourself a goal to reach, so that, ideally the end of the goal is that you're not afraid of whatever it is anymore. But there could be a lot of steps that need to happen in between, so don't give yourself a time frame that you have to be over it by, but just kind of give yourself some sort of game plan or something, some step that you can take, one step at a time to help you work through this. So whatever it is that you may be going through, whatever fears that you're working on. So, Kuma's decided he wants to play in the tapestry today. He's a funny little guy. All right, so journal this week. Really allow yourself to write down everything that's going on. And again, there's no time frame. Do not give yourself a specific amount of time to get over something unless you feel it's necessary for yourself. And be gentle with yourself. You can always reach out to family, friends, loved ones, healers, therapists, hotlines. There's lots of different, very supportive places you can go if you feel that you may need help as well. So I love you guys. A lot of love to you. Thank you for being here. And I hope this is helping. I will talk to you next week as we wrap up June. All right? Take care, you guys. Bye.